Video chart presentation of BWEN Energy Inc. BWEN is a NASDAQ Global Select stock, trading under ticker BWEN. Big drop back here in August down through October. Stock's been making a nice recovery. Right now it's in a bit of a consolidation since it hit 91.7 cents. Sitting basically on a support level. Just want to take a quick look at this chart and talk about what to potentially look for. Of course, we had a nice uptrend in the MACD. Got much steeper as it came off the bottom. Broke back through the money line, a very bullish indication. This is why we talk about watching for the break of the money line. Because upon that break of the money line, stock surged from around 40 cents all the way up to over 90 cents. Pulling back now, what you look for in the MACD, the most bullish position, you want to see it hold over top of zero. But if it dips a little bit below it, catches this trend line, that's perfectly fine too. Of course, it'll tie in with holding some support levels. But you really want to see this MACD hold around that zero mark. Another example of play coming off a PPO ADX pinch, and the positive things that can result in the PPS when that happens. Overall upward trend is losing a little bit of strength, according to this ADX making new lower highs. And it's relatively neutral right now. It's definitely resetting itself. MFIs basically holding the upper half of the indicator. That's bull chart territory. Really want to see these red and gold lines, the 14 and 21 MFI, hold over top of 50. A break below 50 can be putting this chart into bear chart territory. So you really want to see it hold the upper half. Accumulation distribution, kind of in a sideways channel for several months now. A little bit of recent uptrend. But in order to see some real strong accumulation, you want to see this get back up into this area, start to make some higher highs. Nice look to the Chaikin money flow. Nice upward trend going all the way back to finding the bottom. Holding in the green. Buying pressure over the last 20 periods is overcoming selling pressure. Not a great look to the CCI. What I look for in a reversal with this, as you can see the downward trend that's happening. I want to see the CCI break back up, get over top of zero, and break that trend line in the same movement. Be much more bullish if that happens. Bull Stow shows momentum's coming out of this play. And the tricks, retracing itself, it's a little bit of a lagging indicator. I just look for something along those lines. Again, you want to see it hold over top of zero. RSIs, 7 has breached 50. Much like the MFIs, look for the red and gold lines to hold over top of 50. Much more bullish position if that happens. Overall, the indicators are kind of in a position you'd expect to see. Stock is pulling back from its highs, and right now trying to hold bullish trends. As I mentioned, stock is right near an area of support. That support perhaps ran up just a little bit higher and is breaking through it right now. But remember to think of support as an area, not necessarily a pinpoint spot. I'd want to see it hold this 70 mark. It was a nice area of support back here in August before it fell through. In classic TA fashion, when it pushed back through it as resistance right through here, it's come back down. Now you want to see it hold it as support. If it does fall through that mark, I would certainly expect it to come down here and probably challenge this 50-day moving average. It's a positive sign if it can pick up dynamic support from that 50, and it does tie in to a little bit of a support level as well at that mark. So if it can't hold 70, it wouldn't surprise me if it came down here and tested 60. There is still a little bit of a gap that's left open all the way down to around 54. That could be filled, but to keep bullishness, I'd really want to see it hold the 50-day, then try and make another move upward, potentially try and make some new higher highs. Of course, if it breaks that support level, comes down here, catches new support at 60, that 70-cent mark will serve as resistance again. Volume is pretty good in this stock, 742,000 shares traded. It's about average for it, but at any point it comes down and tries to establish a new support, I'd want to see a volume spike come into it to show that people are seeing it as a buying opportunity. This chart also has kind of a cup and handle look to it, which can be a pretty strong pattern. So if it can hold support, decides to push upward again, I'd look for it to break through some resistance right here around 90 cents. Because the upside potential, if it can break through that resistance, is pretty strong because it won't meet more resistance again until up around $1.25. Of course, 200-day moving average is in the way. That will serve as a little bit of dynamic resistance. But from a static standpoint, the next resistance level won't be till about $1.25. Very nice move from where it is at this point. It's something to look for. Should volume start increasing, and it can take out that resistance point. Very interesting chart BWEN has. Right now, I'd say it's in a little bit of a holding pattern to see how it reacts with the 70-cent support, and to see if it can turn these short-term indicators and get them back into bull mode. Those are the things that I'll be looking for in the BWEN Energy chart. But as always, this is merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.